Setting clear, specific goals is the foundation of achieving success. Without a goal, you're simply drifting, moving aimlessly through life. It's like getting into a car and driving without a destination in mind. You might see some interesting sights along the way, but you'll never reach anywhere significant without a clear plan. Goals give you a roadmap, a clear destination that you can work toward with purpose and determination. The first step in goal setting is to be crystal clear about what you want. A vague idea of success, I want to be rich, or I want to be happy, is not enough. Those are not actionable goals. Instead, break them down into specific, measurable, achievable targets. For example, rather than simply wanting to be rich, you might set a goal like, I want to save $20,000, 0 cents in the next 2 years by putting aside $500, 0 cents a month. Or if happiness is your goal, you could set something like, I want to create a daily gratitude practice by writing down 3 things I'm grateful for every night. The clearer the goal, the more straightforward the path will be to achieving it. Building discipline is not about being perfect. It's about showing up even when it's hard and continuing to take consistent action toward your goals. There will be days when it's easier to give up or when you feel like you can't keep going. But discipline is what keeps you going, even when motivation fades or when things don't seem to be working. It's the steady commitment to doing what needs to be done, even when the rewards are not immediate. And over time, that consistency will lead to the success you desire. Taking responsibility for your actions is one of the most powerful decisions you can make in the pursuit of success. It shifts you from a position of helplessness or blame to one of control and empowerment. When you accept full responsibility for your life, you stop making excuses and start making progress. This is a key step in the journey toward becoming your best self because it puts you in the driver's seat of your own future. Instead of looking outward and blaming others, you look inward and realize that you have the power to change your circumstances. Responsibility is not just about owning up to your mistakes. It's about taking charge of your life, regardless of external factors. Often, people fall into the trap of blaming their circumstances, upbringing, or other people for where they are in life. The truth is, while we cannot always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. Life will present challenges, but the way you react to them determines the direction your life will take. By taking responsibility, you are deciding to own your actions, your decisions, and your outcomes. You're no longer at the mercy of the world around you. You are actively shaping your life. When you take responsibility, you also take ownership of your mistakes. It's easy to want to point fingers when things go wrong, but true growth comes from being able to look at yourself honestly and admit when you've made an error. This is where accountability comes into play. Owning up to your mistakes allows you to learn from them and avoid repeating the same errors in the future. It's about having the humility to recognize that, yes, you may have faltered, but you also have the power to correct course and move forward with new knowledge. Furthermore, taking responsibility means not waiting for someone else to solve your problem. So often, people are waiting for the perfect conditions or the right person to come along to change their situation. But success doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It waits for you to take action. When you take responsibility, you stop waiting for life to hand you opportunities and instead go out and create them. You realize that if you want something different, you need to do something different. You cannot expect things to change if you are not willing to change yourself. One of the most important aspects of taking responsibility is realizing that your decisions have consequences. Every choice you make today will affect your future, whether you realize it or not. The power of personal responsibility lies in the fact that it forces you to consider the long-term impact of your actions. Every time you make a choice, ask yourself, what will this decision lead to? This foresight will help you make better decisions in all areas of life. Whether it's in your personal relationships, career, or health, understanding that every action has a ripple effect will encourage you to think before you act and take ownership of the outcomes. Taking responsibility also means acknowledging that success or failure is not just about what you do, but also how you think. The thoughts you choose to entertain and the mindset you adopt play a major role in shaping your life. A person who blames external factors for their circumstances is more likely to have a victim mentality, feeling helpless and unable to change. On the other hand, someone who takes responsibility for their mindset and outlook will have a proactive, can-do attitude. They know that their thoughts and beliefs directly influence their behavior, and they take steps to develop a positive, empowering mindset that supports their goals. Responsibility also involves not blaming others for the way you feel. It's easy to say, they made me angry, or they made me feel sad. But when you take responsibility, you realize that no one can make you feel anything without your permission. Your emotions are your responsibility. They may be triggered by outside events, but how you choose to respond to them is completely in your hand. This is incredibly empowering because it means that you have the ability to control your reactions and not be at the mercy of other people's actions. And moreover, taking responsibility fosters a sense of self-confidence. When you realize that you have the ability to shape your life and take control of your actions, you feel more capable and in charge. It gives you the strength to face challenges head-on and the confidence to make decisions, even when they are difficult. When you take full responsibility for your life, you stop feeling like a passive observer and start becoming an active participant in your own success. This internal sense of control boosts your self-esteem and helps you believe in your ability to achieve your goals. When you take responsibility, you also develop resilience. Life is full of setbacks, but it's how you handle them that matters. By taking responsibility, you understand that setbacks are part of the process. They are not reasons to give up, but opportunities to learn and grow. Resilience is built on the foundation of personal responsibility, because when you take responsibility, you understand that challenges are part of your journey, not obstacles that stop you in your tracks. Each time you overcome a challenge, you build more mental strength and fortitude. Taking responsibility also means acknowledging that success or failure is not just about what you do, but also how you think. The thoughts you choose to entertain and the mindset you adopt play a major role in shaping your life. A person who blames external factors for their circumstances is more likely to have a victim mentality, feeling helpless and unable to change. On the other hand, someone who takes responsibility for their mindset and outlook will have a proactive, can-do attitude. They know that their thoughts and beliefs directly influence their behavior, and they take steps to develop a positive, empowering mindset that supports their goals. Responsibility also involves not blaming others for the way you feel. It's easy to say, they made me angry or they made me feel sad, but when you take responsibility, you realize that no one can make you feel anything without your permission. Your emotions are your responsibility. They may be triggered by outside events, but how you choose to respond to them is completely in your hands. This is incredibly empowering because it means that you have the ability to control your reactions and not be at the mercy of other people's actions. Moreover, taking responsibility fosters a sense of self-confidence. When you realize that you have the ability to shape your life and take control of your actions, you feel more capable and in charge. It gives you the strength to face challenges head-on and the confidence to make decisions, even when they are difficult. When you take full responsibility for your life, you stop feeling like a passive observer and start becoming an active participant in your own success. This internal sense of control boosts your self-esteem and helps you believe in your ability to achieve your goals. When you take responsibility, you also develop resilience. Life is full of setbacks, but it's how you handle them that matters. By taking responsibility, you understand that setbacks are part of the process. They are not reasons to give up, but opportunities to learn and grow. Resilience is built on the foundation of personal responsibility because when you take responsibility, you understand that challenges are part of your journey, not obstacles that stop you in your track. Each time you overcome a challenge, you build more mental strength and fortitude. Finally, taking responsibility sets you up for long-term success. While it may seem easier to blame others or make excuses, doing so will only keep you stuck. When you take responsibility, you free yourself from the shackles of blame and negativity and move into a place of action where you can start making meaningful progress. You realize that the only way to achieve your dreams is by actively working toward them, making decisions, and taking responsibility for the path you choose. Taking responsibility is not just a one-time decision. It is a mindset, a way of life. By owning your actions, your choices, and your mindset, you are taking control of your destiny. You stop being a passive observer in your own life and start being the author of your own story. The more you take responsibility, the more empowered you become to shape your future and live the life you deserve. Investing in personal development is one of the most important steps you can take toward becoming the best version of yourself. Personal growth is not a one-time event or something that happens by accident. It's an ongoing process that requires intentional effort, commitment, and the willingness to learn and adapt. The more you invest in yourself, the more you grow, and the more you position yourself for long-term success. If you want to achieve great things, you must continuously invest in building your skills, expanding your knowledge, and improving your mindset. One of the most effective ways to invest in yourself is through reading. Books are one of the most powerful tools for learning and personal growth. When you read, you open yourself up to new ideas, perspectives, and experiences that can help you grow intellectually and emotionally. Reading helps you develop critical thinking skills, enhances your vocabulary, and expands your knowledge on a variety of topics. The more you read, the more you expose yourself to different ways of thinking and problem solving. This allows you to approach challenges with a broader perspective and find creative solutions that you might not have considered before. In addition to reading, investing in personal development also involves seeking out learning opportunities. This could mean attending seminars, taking courses, or seeking out mentorship. There are countless resources available, both online and offline, that can help you develop your skills and grow personally and professionally. Investing in these learning opportunities allows you to deepen your knowledge in areas that are important to your success. Whether you're learning a new language, acquiring technical skills, or developing leadership abilities, every time you invest in learning, you add to your personal toolkit, making yourself more equipped to handle the challenges that come your way. Another key aspect of personal development is building emotional intelligence, EQ. While intelligence and technical skills are important, emotional intelligence is often what sets successful people apart. EQ refers to your ability to recognize and manage your emotions, as well as your ability to recognize and influence the emotions of others. People with high emotional intelligence are better at handling stress, resolving conflicts, and building meaningful relationships. By investing in improving your emotional intelligence, you can develop better self-awareness, increase your empathy, and become a more effective communicator and leader. Personal development in this area also involves learning how to manage stress, stay calm under pressure, and maintain a positive attitude even in difficult situations. In addition to intellectual and emotional growth, investing in yourself also means focusing on your physical health. The connection between physical health and success is undeniable. When you are physically healthy, you have more energy, greater focus, and the stamina to work through challenges. Taking care of your body through regular exercise, a balanced diet, and sufficient sleep allows you to operate at your highest potential. Personal development in this area includes making choices that support a healthy lifestyle, such as exercising regularly, eating nutritious foods, and taking time to rest and recharge. This investment in your physical health pays off in the form of increased productivity, better decision-making, and the ability to handle stress more effectively. Investing in yourself also means taking time to develop a strong mindset. Your mindset is the foundation for everything you do. It shapes your beliefs, influences your decisions, and impacts your actions. If you believe that you can achieve your goals and overcome obstacles, you're more likely to take the necessary steps to make it happen. On the other hand, if you have a fixed or negative mindset, you may find yourself stuck in a cycle of self-doubt, fear, and procrastination. Personal development includes working on your mindset by cultivating a growth-oriented perspective. This involves learning how to embrace challenges, view failures as opportunities for learning, and practice resilience when faced with adversity. The more you invest in strengthening your mindset, the more capable you become of handling setbacks and pushing through difficult times. Another key component of personal development is learning how to set and achieve goals. Setting clear, specific goals is crucial for personal growth because it gives you direction and purpose. However, the real value comes when you learn how to break those goals down into smaller, actionable steps. By consistently taking action on these steps, you build momentum and move closer to achieving your larger goals. Setting and achieving goals helps you build confidence and gives you a sense of accomplishment, which fuels further personal development. Over time, this process allows you to develop discipline, stay focused, and develop a sense of purpose that drives you toward success. Personal development also involves learning how to manage your time effectively. Time is one of the most valuable resources we have, and how you use it determines your level of success. By investing in improving your time management skills, you can become more productive, efficient, and organized. This means learning how to prioritize tasks, set deadlines, and avoid distraction. Effective time management also involves learning how to balance your work with your personal life, ensuring that you have the time to rest, recharge, and focus on activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. By mastering time management, you increase your ability to get more done in less time, which frees up space for further personal development and growth. Finally, investing in yourself means taking care of your relationships. The people you surround yourself with have a significant impact on your personal growth. Building strong, supportive relationships with family, friends, mentors, and colleagues creates a network of support that can help you overcome challenges and achieve your goals. Personal development in this area involves being intentional about the people you spend time with, seeking out relationships that inspire and motivate you, and learning how to communicate effectively with others. By investing in your relationships, you create a positive, supportive environment that fosters growth and success. In conclusion, personal development is the cornerstone of long-term success. By continuously investing in yourself, whether through learning, improving your mindset, taking care of your health, or developing your emotional intelligence, you position yourself to achieve your goals and become the best version of yourself. Personal growth is a lifelong journey, and every step you take to improve yourself brings you closer to the success you desire. The more you invest in yourself, the more you unlock your potential and open the door to greater achievements. In conclusion, the path to becoming your best self is paved with intentional actions and decisions. Setting clear goals, developing discipline, taking responsibility, and consistently investing in your personal development are all essential steps to achieving lasting success. Each of these elements requires commitment, patience, and the willingness to grow, learn, and adapt. By embracing these principles and applying them daily, you transform your potential into reality, overcoming challenges along the way with resilience and purpose. Success is not a destination, but a journey that unfolds as you consistently take the necessary steps toward becoming the person you aspire to be. The power to shape your future is within you, and with each action you take, you move closer to your true potential.